So today we're going to talk about a game called One of Us. It's a very interesting game
Please
because
wait.
it just does a lot of things differently.
Welcome back, Commander.
Yeah. So what is One of Us? It's a real-time strategy game. I found it while on Discord because like the developer, he was trying to promote the game to another
Building.
YouTuber. Well, because I'm not really a YouTuber, but
Construction
whatever, you
complete.
know. Um, yeah, and he wasn't gaining much traction, but like somehow we
Building.
ended up talking, and I was like
Construction
explaining
complete.
to him like why maybe the YouTuber wouldn't be interested in it, but I
Building.
was like I was interested in it because it's just so weird, you know. It's so quirky
Construction
little
complete.
game. Yeah, so for one thing, like your selection rectangle in an RTS is usually a part of the UI, basically. It doesn't live in the game world, it just laid on top
Building.
of it. Yeah, you just use it to select your units with. But in this game, it's actually a 3D thing. And well, whether you like it or not, that's interesting, right? That's that's something different. Also, like the height at which your camera lives is
Building.
very low at the start, and then later, when your economy grows, it goes up so
Construction
that you have
complete.
more control.
Low
So I
power.
thought it was quite creative, and yeah, that's why
Building.
I wanted to play it, and yeah, so I'm talking about it now. I kind of promised him that I would do that.
Moving. Construction complete.
And not that it matters very much because, well, almost nobody watches this channel. And it doesn't matter either because the game is not for sale
Power
anymore.
restored. Radar activated.
I got it for free. Yay! It can help sometimes, even if you're like no followers at all. Like
Moving.
sometimes you get a free game, and yeah, it's interesting. It's an interesting game. I'm just doing this out of the top of my head. I'm not scripted anything. Just play the game. Like, the game is actually
Moving.
quite hard because, well, as the developer explains, the controls are part of the challenge. So it's not especially
Building.
easy to control. To build something, you actually have to move your camera all the way back to your base, select the building, click on the building, and then do the thing that you want to build. Then you probably want to do something else because it's an RTS and multitasking is a thing. So you go move your troops
Building.
about, but that means moving the camera all the way to your troops and giving them orders or just developing a very keen eye for where they are
Building.
and where to click. That's also kind of difficult.
Moving.
Um, yeah, and yeah, that's a challenge, you know, like developing that kind of eye for where your buildings are, where your units are, because it's not entirely top down. Your angle is quite
Moving.
low to the ground, even if you get a bit more towards the end game. It's
Moving.
still not a top down game. Um, yeah, so it's an interesting, challenging little game. It has apparently a lot of game modes, but I only played the skirmish against the AI.
Moving.
What is very nice, I think, is genuinely a positive feature. This the difficulty
Moving.
slider. In other games, you just get easy, medium, hard. Well, what if easy is too easy? It's too hard.
Moving.
Sorry, I make mistakes. That's why I play on very low difficulty. Um,
Moving. Construction
what
complete.
if easy is too hard for you? Well, you're stuck, right? In this game, it doesn't matter how stupid you are, it doesn't matter how bad you are, it doesn't matter how much Parkinson you have, you can play the game because the difficulty is a slider.
Low
I can
power.
pull it
Radar
all the way back
deactivated.
to 0.05, which is
Building.
what I did in the game. Because, yeah, if you pull the difficulty quite high, then, well, you're gonna suck, you're
Moving.
gonna lose. I'm sorry. Like,
Moving.
if you want a hard game, this game is definitely interesting. If you can get it, because it's not for sale anymore. I'm sorry. Um, but maybe talk to
Moving.
the dev. I will look up his name, and maybe if you
Moving.
guys are interested in it, then you can, yeah,
Moving.
give a shout to him on Discord, and maybe he will give you a key. Who knows? Uh, or maybe he will put it up for sale again.
Moving.
I don't know. I guess he does want to make some money because he did put it up for sale on Steam, only to
Moving.
remove it from sale a little later after he found out that,
Moving.
you know, the reception wasn't going to be as good as it was. And why is that reception not good? Well, it does look a bit, you know, primitive sometimes. I mean, not that
Moving.
my game looks any better, but I'm not publishing my
Moving.
game yet for that very reason. Um,
Moving.
so it does look a bit primitive. Also, some of the units are assets from the
Moving.
Unity, I think, asset
Moving.
store.
Moving.
And the
Moving.
first review remarked on that it might be an asset flip. Well, obviously, it's not. The developer put a lot of time into this. I guess it's primarily
Moving.
like making the very unique user
Moving.
interface, um,
Moving.
all the different
Moving.
modes that this game has. Yeah, so there's quite a lot to discover. Um,
Moving.
yeah, I feel like I'm
Moving.
shilling a little bit too much. Game is maybe, I think, maybe at best worth a few
Moving.
euros or bucks. It's not perfect,
Moving.
not at all. Uh, Fairly simple. It
Moving.
can be frustrating. It certainly is not there to
Moving.
compete with like
Moving.
super high
Moving.
production value, triple A, double A type of games. It's not there to compete with anything basically, any other RTS, but it can
Moving.
be a quirky experience, quirky new
Moving.
experience for people who nerd out over RTS games and want
Moving.
something new and interesting.
Moving.
Because a lot of RTS games,
Moving.
I'm sorry, they're just the same.
Moving.
You build some building, you assign some control group, you build your army, you crush your enemy, that's it.
Moving.
Not that it's any different in
Moving.
this game, but at least the controls are somewhat different. You need to select your
Construction complete.
building in 3D. You need to move your camera in 3D. You need to the
Power
fog of war
restored.
is also
Radar
3D.
activated.
Your selection and a rectangle is 3D. Everything is 3D, man. It's the 3D revolution. So yeah,
Moving.
that's why I think this is interesting. And I hope maybe one day
Moving.
it will really get released. The game's name is One of Us.
Moving.
Yeah, check it out
Moving.
in my video, or if it ever comes back on Steam, then check it out on Steam.
Moving.
Um, I'm not going to be talking for this entire match because it takes a long time. Like, one of the things that maybe I like a little bit less is that you have to spend so much time scouting. You never really find your enemy very soon. So Yeah, you need to scout a lot before you find them. And at some point, a timer kicks
Moving.
in, after which, after 10
Moving.
minutes, 10 extra minutes, it
Moving.
will reveal the entire map. So, yeah,
Moving.
scouting is difficult in the
Moving.
game. Um, Maybe that's also
Moving.
intentional, but it can make the game pretty slow.
Moving.
Or if you're like playing at a high difficulty
Moving.
level, it will make the game pretty hard. That's also a possibility. So yeah, uh, I like this under very specific circumstances. Don't think this is a super amazing game, but it's an amazing game in its own right, right? It's not the
Building.
best, but it's the most unique RTS that
Moving.
has come out and has been cancelled in the
Moving.
past year for sure. One
Moving.
of us. Yeah, I hope more people get to play it
Moving.
someday.
Moving.
And that's my commentary on this. I
Moving.
will leave you all with the rest of the
Moving.
footage of my little game.
Moving.
And I hope to see you guys in the next
Moving.
video. Bye!
Moving. 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 moving, 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 attacking, moving, building, construction complete, building, building. One of our harvesters is under attack. Moving, attacking, moving, 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 attacking, attacking, moving, attacking, construction complete, attacking, low power, radar deactivated, building, attacking, moving, 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 construction complete, moving, 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 power restored, radar activated, silos needed, building, construction complete, building, building, moving, 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 Building. Construction complete. Moving. 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 Building. Moving. 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 Silos needed. Building. Construction complete. Low power, radar deactivated. Building. Construction complete. Power restored, radar activated. Building. Moving. Construction complete. Silos needed. Building. Construction complete. Low power, radar deactivated. Silos needed. Building. Construction complete. Silos needed. Power restored, radar activated. Building. Construction complete. Building. Moving. 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 Building. Construction complete. Moving. Building. Moving. 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 Attacking. Attacking. Moving. Attacking. Attacking. Building. Moving. 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 Attacking. Moving. Attacking. 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 moving, attacking, moving, attacking, silos needed, silos needed, moving, 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 attacking, 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 moving, attacking, attacking, moving, 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 attacking, attacking, building, attacking, 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 moving, 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 building, construction complete,